Trying to cover up the vacuum cleaner. Screw it. Who cares? Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. I guess I'll have to check. I'll check the usual prehistoric way on my phone. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? See me? Hello, hello. Let's see. Hello. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out if you can hear me or not. Okay, there we go. Oh, Rob is watching. Hi, Rob. All right, so give me a minute. Give me a second. I want to try and so I'm doing the show from my house today, as you can see, because we're snowed in. The plows haven't come through yet or anything. So give me a minute. I need to do all the sharing and all that stuff that I do every day. So it's 10:59. All right, so give me 2 minutes. Rob, are you snowed in too? The plows haven't come through. It's still snowing. Let's see. All right. You're home too? Good. I hope everybody's home. Hope everybody's home and then just laying in bed naked watching this. See, usually I'm running, videos and ads and intros and stuff at this point. And this is what I'm doing while that's going on. I'm sharing the video all over the place. All the different social media places. Share the link to this show. Hit the thumbs up. Tell everybody you know to watch. Share the link. All that goes. Hello, Fremder. One snowman said the other, I think I smell carrots. Sometimes I wonder why. But I actually invited Fremder back on the show. Because Fremder's got a book coming out. All right, bear with me. Bear with me. I'm still sharing the show all over the place. Let's see. Boom. I'll be ready in a minute. Fremder, because you use a carrot for a snowman's nose. I got it. That's the problem. I understood it. I just wish I didn't. John Rusiello is saying hi to Rob and Fremder. Because he says, hi, good looking. So we must be talking to them. Either that or there's somebody else. There's somebody behind me. Let's see. Okay. I'm still sharing. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the thumbs up. Share the link to this show. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. We are not coming at you live today from Governor's. We are coming at you live today from my basement. There's snow on the ground. The roads, the roads have not been plowed yet. So I was like, screw it, I'm staying home. My apologies to Chris Thomas. Chris Thomas was supposed to be sitting with me today and hanging out. But yeah, it's the roads don't look good out there. Oh, and I got a story to tell you in a second. Give me a second. I'm still sharing the show all over the place. I'll be done in a second. See now you know what goes on. When I'm at the studio, I'm playing all the videos, introductory videos and ads and whatnot. And this is what I'm doing in the meantime. Sharing the show all over the place. And I'm setting up microphones and cameras and all sorts of crazy stuff. And I lost my place. I forget where I even was. Oh well. Sharing it to various pages. Hope you guys enjoyed the show yesterday. Elio Pace was on. Whoa. Almost done. Bear with me. The case of water really ties the room together. Oh, did I? Oh, yeah, I left that case of water on the floor. Whoops. Well, I have my rehearsal down here for the murder mysteries. The cast comes down here, we rehearse, so I leave the bottles of water around in case anybody wants one. But yes, I guess I could pick them up and put them somewhere. Andy, hope you're feeling better, pal. Whoops. Yes, I'm screwing up here. All right. Just about ready to go. I keep losing my place. Let's see. All right. I think I'm just about set. Okay. I am done. Ready to go. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. We are not from, we're not live from Governor's Comedy Club today like we usually are. We're snowed in. It's still snowing out there. The roads are not plowed yet. It's just nasty. So I said, screw it. Decided to take, just do it here at home and do the show as well. It's heavy snow. It's like it's good snowman making snow today. But there's a lot out there. Already went out and shoveled once. It's one of those times where you shovel, and then by the time you finish, you look at where you started, and it looked like you never shoveled. It's one of those types of days. So it's a good day to stay home. I hope you're all home today. Hope you're all safe. Our apologies to Chris Thomas. We were supposed to do the show with her today, but like you guys should be, we're all staying home. So I'm just doing the show from here. Nice to see you all you guys commenting here. Oh, Andy Green from the UK. Hi, Andy. Thanks for watching. Did you find us yesterday with Elio? Is that how you found us? We had a great show yesterday with Elio. And yeah, good stuff. We're yeah, our apologies to Chris Thomas. Yeah, everybody's just staying in today. Crazy day, bad weather, bad road conditions. From here, it looks like you need to shovel your stairs. What? Fat chicks blow for food. Good morning. Wow. Is that Rusciello says I'm yours. Fat chick says it's delightful out. Fat chicks blow for food. Fat chick, are you getting some food this morning? Andy Green, yep, loved the turn the lights on rendition. Yes, me too. Elio surprising us with a little teaser of Turn the Lights Back On, the new Billy Joel song that Elio will not be playing in his Billy Joel Songbook show. But he thinks Billy Joel's going to put out an album. So that means Elio will have to do another album show where he then will play Turn the Lights Back On. Great show with Elio yesterday. Thank you, Elio, for joining us. My name, whoops. There we go. My name is Tony Walker. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. Hershey and the Keegs. I don't know if they're on tonight with this bad weather. We'll have to play that by ear. All right. So let's see. What do we got going on today? We got a lot of stuff to talk about. So yeah, we talked to Elio yesterday. We're going to play Tuesday Trivia today. So we didn't really talk about the weekend or anything. Usually that's what I do on Mondays, do a little weekend recap and find out how your weekend was and catch up a little bit. So how was your weekend? We didn't really get to it. I'm talking to Elio yesterday. What'd you guys think of the Super Bowl? Lots of discussions going on in the past couple of days. Did anybody win any money? I got the numbers 5 and 2 for my Super. I bought one Super Bowl box, and my numbers were 5 and 2, and I was pissed. I even said, "Oh, look at those numbers. Those are lousy numbers. I'm not winning anything." Turns out there weren't lousy numbers because those are the winning numbers. However, the numbers I had were not for the right teams. It was, the other way around. So I didn't win any money, but I guess the numbers weren't as bad as I thought. Andy Plajanos watched Mike Ellison lose $300. Did you guys watch the Super Bowl together? Andy, you feeling better? I'm assuming. Yeah, there's one patch of hair right here. It's like sticking out differently from the rest. And what do you guys think? There's all this talk now that the Super Bowl was rigged. Did you hear about there's that one video that went out of these guys watching the Super Bowl, and the graphic on the screen said 2nd and 5 or whatever it said, and then they showed it like an ad, and then it went back and it said 1st down. So that was proof that it was rigged. It was just an error on the TV station. The game did not continue that. The game continued where it was supposed to continue from the correct down. Good game. The boring first half. What was it? 0 the whole first quarter, no score, right? But the second half, going into overtime and then Kansas City winning with 3 seconds. That was cool. I like Mahomes. He's a class act. Can't say the same for his father, but between Usher taking his shirt off and that Janet Jackson thing seems to be a going trend to show a black nipple during the Super Bowl. Billy is on Stephen Colbert Thursday night. Oh, all right. I don't know what that's to do with Super Bowl. All right. To show a black nipple. I hope everybody's gonna be able to hear you since I don't have a microphone, but we'll try.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for having your show today.
Oh.
You made my day. Number one. Number two, you look much better down the basement than you do in the studio. And I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. I really mean that. You must be closer to the camera or something.
Yeah, I'm definitely closer. Yeah.
Yeah, but you look great, and I was concerned because I spoke to your buddy this morning.
Oh yeah.
You know who that is? Yeah, that phony Jew. And he said, "Oh, it's 7 inches of snow. How is it down here?" I said, "Well, it's 75 degrees and it's a little breezy." I said, "But." I said, "Wait a minute." I said, "It's snowing?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "I gotta make sure Tony does the show." I said, "Otherwise, I'm gonna go nuts here." And I just want to say thank you very much. The show yesterday was off the charts. It was off the charts with this guy Elio, and your face lights up when a couple of times he's been on the show, and when you interview him, your face lights up. Right, and really, but it was a fantastic show. I'll let you go. I love you. Talk to you soon, and make sure Andy comes on Friday, well groomed.
I'll do my best.
Tell him the coma's here.
I will. John Rusciello checking in. Thank you, pal. I love you too. John Rusciello, always full of nice things to say. He's good for the ego. 75 degrees in Florida. Very nice. Well, all right. So we're getting some snow today. Big deal. We'll have to deal with it for a few days. And next week's supposed to be in the 40s. And then probably a month from now, it'll be in the 50s and 60s. Yeah, I don't know. Weather doesn't bother me. I don't really. I mean, would have been nice to been in the studio today. I would have been nice to have Chris Thomas. I did have some plans this afternoon. It's probably going to be postponed. And then tonight, I don't know what these guys are going to do. I'm hoping they're going to tell me to stay home, or I just might tell them I'm not opening the studio. We'll have to see. But I don't know. It snows. I mean, where we are on Long Island, it's not like we're upstate New York or Canada where it snows. Where all you see is snow for 8 months out of the year. Here on Long Island, you get some snow. A few days later, it's gone. What feels like you wear coats for a few months and then it's warm again. I don't know. I just I don't know. I go about my business. I don't know. I don't care about it. Oh, hi, Vicky. Didn't watch the game. Just heard a lot about the Jesus commercial. Fremder, during the halftime show, my wife took 2 knees. Well, good. That's why we love her. It's been very mild winter up here, says Vicky. Yeah, it has been a mild winter. I mean, we're getting blasted today, but you're right. It could have been a lot worse. Normally, there's a few snowstorms. And Vicky's upstate New York, so it's been mild for you up there as well. Are you getting hammered today? Like we are? I think you are, right? You're getting pounded with all this snow, like we are. So, so you heard about. All right, so we talked about the game. So Fremder's talking about Usher. Vicky's talking about the commercials. Yeah, no, I don't think the game was rigged. I think that talk is just silly. Oh, really? You got clear skies up there? Oh, wow. I don't know. I'm not Usher's music is not my type of music, but I didn't mind the halftime show. I mean, I think he is a talented guy. The guy can sing. I mean, I think he tries a little too hard to be Michael Jackson, but I don't know. Compared to some other halftime shows, I didn't think this one was that bad. I mean, he played it safe. He didn't do anything controversial. I didn't think it was bad. It definitely wasn't one of the more exciting halftime shows. But remember, a few years ago when The Weekend did the halftime show, I mean that had to be the worst. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm happy that there was no Janet Jackson type controversy. Just play it safe, play your music, entertain, and get off. I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. What are your favorite halftime shows? Um, I think I would go with Prince. That was I would say that's probably my favorite. McCartney was good. The Who, they sounded a little rough when they did theirs, but I still liked it. I thought Springsteen's was good, and Tom Petty was good. Yeah, there's been some clunkers. Um, it's crazy to see Usher without Justin Bieber's face in his lap. Yeah, so Jerry saying Tom Petty, Vicky saying Prince. Yeah, Beyonce's was pretty right. Beyonce, well, she showed up with Prince, right? But then she did one of her own, right? I don't remember. I thought Post Malone before the what do you say, America the Beautiful? I thought that was decent. I don't know much about him, but I thought it was decent. All right, and then all right. So the big topic, of course, are the commercials. What did you guys think of the commercials? Um, I'm not. I think the Tina Fey commercial, I thought was one of my favorite ones. I'm a huge Glenn Close fan. She's old, but I don't know. There's always something about him. Like, oh, I love Glenn Close. And there's a lot of movies where she shows her boobies, which is good. I saw her at a Met game once. I was like, Glenn, it's me, Glenn. So get out of my face. Friender, I didn't see the Weekend halftime show because I was blinded by the light. The Arnold, what'd you think of the Arnold commercial? I thought that was all right. I like the Mr. T commercial. A lot of Rocky references, right? You had Mr. T in a commercial, and you had Carl Weathers in a commercial, and that was a good commercial. That was cool. They were able to fit that in, the little tribute to him. Oh, the Anthony Hopkins commercial I thought was good too. That guy's he's a gem. He's a gem, I said. Every time a mascot was in a commercial, Kelpie would scream mascot and over and point. Um, so Andy, so I guess you and Mike Ellison and Kelpie, what, did somebody have a Super Bowl party or something? I thought you were sick. Andy Plajanos. The J-Lo commercial, I thought that was stupid. I'm not an Affleck fan. My favorite part was seeing Blake Lively's tight end. Yeah, she was looking good. What was the commercial with Jennifer Aniston? Was that Uber Eats? Everybody forgets the 10 years of their life. I thought that was all right. I think Tina Fey, I think the Tina Fey commercial and the Anthony Hopkins commercial, I think those are going to stand out for me. And now, what's the deal with the Jesus commercial? Now, people are upset because a church spent all that money for the commercial, and then supposedly the people that made the commercial aren't even part of a church or something. Like, can anybody fill me in on what this is all about? What the controversy is for? And then meanwhile, you have Scientology. They had a commercial too, and nobody seems to care about that. Andy Plajanos. Joe Winchell had a party out in Sag Harbor. I was feeling better by Sunday. Andy felt the need to explain himself. Hope you had a good time at your Joe Winchell Sag Harbor party. Sorry to ruin your Black Panther party. We're going to get to Tuesday trivia in a bit. I don't know if I'm going to go to 12:30 today. Sitting here by myself. It's nice. The whole family's home too. I told Lisa to come do the show with me. Well, obviously my answer is no. It's nice. She started a new job yesterday, and today she's off. They canceled the day with the snow. So that's cool. Go in one day, take off the next. Sammy's home. Her day hab was closed. Zach stayed the night at Lisa's mother's house so that he can help shovel her out, which I thought was nice of him. Anybody else notice John Travolta playing quarterback? I don't get it. Are you saying that one of the quarterbacks looks like Travolta? Or talks like him? Or, yeah, I don't get it. Oh, he removed that message. Too late, I read it. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. All right. So if any of you guys could fill me in about that church commercial and why it's raising so many eyebrows. Travolta is in Scientology. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, Vicky. We've spent a lot of time on this show trying to figure out Fremder. That should be a Netflix documentary. Figuring out Fremder. All right. So also, what do we got? We got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame announced their nominees for this year. I don't know. We have this conversation every year, don't we? This year's nominees: Oasis, Sinead O'Connor, Mary J. Blige, Mariah Carey, Cher, Dave Matthews, Eric B. and Rakim, Foreigner, Peter Frampton, Jane's Addiction, Kool and the Gang, Lenny Kravitz, Ozzy Osbourne, Sade, Tribe Called Quest. The Travis, whatever the hell his last name is, looks like John Travolta. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Trying to be nice to Fremder. Yeah, so I don't know that. I mean, I don't know. I heard that the person doing the Jesus commercial is the CEO of Hobby Lobby. Yeah, that's what's his name? Green? David Green. One ad featured people washing feet. So, and yeah, and this David Green, what's his deal? He gets us ads. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. Whoever made it loves feet, right? Well, isn't there? I'll have to ask Lisa. Lisa reads the Bible, but there's something with Jesus washing feet in the Bible, isn't there? Should I look that up? Let's see. Jesus washing feet. Yeah, there you go. John 13, 1 through 17. Jesus washes his disciples' feet. It was just before the Passover festival. Jesus knew that the hour had come for him to leave this world and go to his Father. Having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end. The evening meal was in progress, and the devil had already prompted Judas, the son of Simon, to betray Jesus. Jesus knew that the Father had put all things under his power, and that he had come from God and was returning to God. So he got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing, and wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that was wrapped around them. Lord, are you going to wash my feet? You do not realize now that I'm going that what I'm doing, but later you will understand. Unless I wash you, you have no part with me. Those who have had a bath need only to wash their feet. Their whole body is clean. And you are clean, though not every one of you. For he knew who was going to betray him, and that was why he said not everyone was clean. Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. No servant is greater than his master, nor a messenger greater than the one who sent him. All right. See, that makes sense to me. So all these people, I don't know, all this stuff, all these jokes about Jesus washing feet. The tagline was something like, Jesus didn't teach hate, he washed feet. All right. You got me, Andy. I would make fun of that too. John 13, 1, 17. Set hut, hut like. That was good from it. The washing of the feet happens on the day before Good Friday. Right. Dude, Jesus washes feet, but that was a lot of feet. I heard the CEO of Hobby Lobby takes it in the butt. Oh, okay. I'll be honest. I mean, I saw the commercial when it came on, but I haven't seen it since, and I honestly don't even really remember it. It didn't resonate with me. It was just, oh, that's cool. There's a Jesus commercial. You know, anything that spreads positivity, I'm all for it. That's how I see it. So I don't know. I'm still so there's not really a controversy then you're saying? It's just the fact that there was so much feet washing in this commercial that people are making fun of it? Is that what it is? Very confused. See, that's what happens when you get snowed in. You don't know what's going on out there. Are there enough feet getting washed? You should have put me in over there. You save time. You only have 1 foot to wash. Just saying. All right. Can I go back to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Or do you guys still want to talk about Jesus washing feet? And we'll get to Tuesday trivia in a little bit. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you guys a story. So the $7 million could have helped many if spent to help feed people or taking care of others. I agree. I do agree. But it's his money. He can do what he wants with it, I guess, right? I don't know. I'm with you though. But I guess you can go the other way with it too, right? If you were trying to spread the word of Jesus, what way to do it, getting a lot of exposure than by doing it during a Super Bowl game? Yeah, I don't know. So yesterday afternoon, like we scheduled to have Chris Thomas on the show today, and if we were in the studio, she would have been there. But then yesterday afternoon, I get a message. I'll definitely be there tomorrow on the show. Sean Elliott. Sean Elliott was going to come back. I actually wrote, I go, who is this? I said, the name's familiar. And I said, no, in all seriousness, would love to have you back. Hope you're well. I missed you. And then I said, well, it is supposed to snow. So, I would imagine you wouldn't come in the snow. And he, sure enough, had no idea. He even said, what snow? So I wrote back, said, we're supposed to get a major storm tomorrow. He's like, yeah, my wheelchair and snow don't mix. He says, so maybe next week. I said, well, yeah. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have internet at his house. I don't know. I was going to say newspaper, but that's because I'm old. But I just assume that Jesus always had clean feet because he walked on water. But then again, I'm a Jew because no one as hurt as Jesus. Well, no. Well, obviously that's not my point. I'm just saying that they're trying to spread the word of Jesus. Sure, everybody's heard of him, of course, but a lot of people, or all Christians feel that we don't have enough Jesus. So they're trying to spread his word and send people like you, Andy Placenos, back to Jesus. So I guess today there's no black ice in the parking lot. Oh, Fremder. I should bring Fremder in the same day as Sean Elliott. Let Sean Elliott just run him over with the wheelchair. So Sean Elliott supposedly was coming in today. I even said to him, I said, are you just saying this because we're not going to open the studio up? And you're just trying to make yourself look good? But he claims he had no idea it was going to snow. But I don't believe that. How do you not know? See, that's one of the positives of social media. You can go on Facebook and you can find out what's going on in any sporting event. You can find out what the weather is. You can find out if a movie's good or bad. You can just everything. All right. And Andrew Plagesus. All right. So I'm going back to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So Oasis was nominated. I don't think they belong in there. Sinead O'Connor nominated. I don't think she belongs in there. Mary J. Blige. Sure. I would give it to her. Mariah. Not a fan at all, but I would say she should get in. Cher. Not a fan of Cher, but I think she should get in. Dave Matthews should get in. Eric B. and Rakim. Yeah, I guess. Foreigner is a definite. Frampton's a definite. Jane's Addiction. Not my kind of music, but I think they should get in. Kool and the Gang should get in. Lenny Kravitz, one of my favorites. He should definitely be in. Ozzy Osbourne should be in. Sade, as much as I like to look at her, and I do dig a handful of her songs, but that's really it. I mean, that's all she's really had, right? Just a handful of hits. I don't know. I don't know if she belongs in there. Who else? Tribe Called Quest. I'm going to say no. And as much as I do think Mary J should go in and Eric B and Rakim, Tribe Called Quest, Kool and the Gang, but it's still the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Where's Bad Company? Where are the Monkees? Where's the Moody Blues? Where's Warren Zevon? Where's Huey Lewis? Bryan Adams? Alice in Chains? America? Bachman Turner Overdrive? The Black Crowes? Boston? Joe Cocker is not in there. Phil Collins should be in. Sammy Hagar? Pete Townsend solo, John Fogerty solo, the Jay Giles Band, Grand Funk Railroad, Don Henley, Glenn Fry, Joe Walsh, all his solo artists should be in. Billy Idol should be in. In Excess, Harry Nilsson, Stone Temple Pilots, Stray Cats, Supertramp, 38 Special, Three Dog Night. Steve Winwood is not in the Hall of Fame. And I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Meatloaf. I don't know if he deserves to be in. David Lee Roth is a solo artist. Does he deserve Weird Al? What about Weird Al? Does he belong in there? Queen in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Barry Manilow, says Frank. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll give you that. I would say I would. Yeah, Barry Manilow should be in. I mean, he was more of a pop star, and I mean, but again, some of these other people. Yeah, I don't know. I the list goes on and on of the bands that aren't in there that should be in there first. Oh, you were joking about Barry? No, I don't know. The hell was that my dog? I think my dog is barking. I think I'm not even sure. Shut up. Carol, basement talk with Tony. Oh, that sounds dirty. Come on, Carol. I love listening to Alice in Chains, especially when she's screaming from my basement. No, they're a good band, and I do think they deserve to be in, but I don't know. I mean, whether you agree or not that I don't think Sade should be in, but even if you do think she should be in, I think you would agree that she shouldn't be in before Boston or Joe Cocker, or Supertramp or Boston, Bad Company. I love the. Oh, I read that already. So yeah, so that's that. Maybe they add outside artists to get a wider audience to talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. No, I mean, I'm cool with like people like Mary J being in it. I really don't have a problem with it. It's just really, I just feel that there are other people that deserve to be in there before her. That's all. Harry Chapin. Harry Chapin should be in there. Yeah, absolutely, he should. Um, all right, moving on to some other stories. In doing my research and trying to find some interesting stories to read to do this show, I always go around to different websites and different places to see what's going on around the world, to see what we can talk about. Jerry Vale should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Beethoven. Beethoven probably technically should, because he's inspired a lot of rock and roll artists. I mean, even Billy Joel has a song called "This Night," where he totally stole a Beethoven, some Beethoven music, and he gives Beethoven writing credit in the song. If you look at the Innocent Man album, you look at the liner notes like I do, and it'll say writers Billy Joel and Ludwig von Beethoven, or whatever his name is. So I do a lot of research trying to find things to talk about for the show. What's going on around the world, what's happening, what can we talk about? And I came across one headline, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't read the story, so I can't tell you anything about it. But I thought the headline was enough. I thought the headline was enough, so I didn't feel the need to go any further. So the headline says, his best friend was a 250-pound warthog. One day, it decided to kill him. Oh, my dog is barking at. My daughter and my wife are upstairs, and I'm just like sitting here. There could be people invading our house, and our dog is barking at them, and I'm just sitting here. I hate when people talk like they know everything about Beethoven, yet they've never seen anything he's painted. All right, Pete. It's annoying me, the barking. Do you guys hear it? So yeah, his best friend was a 250-pound warthog. One day it decided to kill him. Do you need to read any more than that? You guys don't appreciate Italian songs. How is Petey feeling? Petey's fine. I the very next day I did the show. I showed you guys. I played a video where 5 minutes after the show, I took video of Petey. He was jumping all over the house, and we were playing. The dog was fine. I don't know what that was all about. Why he was all lethargic. I think he's just used to being in his cage every morning from like 9:30 to 1 because nobody's usually here. So he just sits in the cage, probably sleeps. I think he just was thrown off by me being home and letting him out. So anyway, Petey's fine. He was fine the whole time. He's annoying as ever. For the Super Bowl, I had my friend Sal come over. Sal has a lot of experience with dogs and training dogs, and he hadn't seen Petey in a few months, and he's shocked. He's like, this dog acts like a puppy. And he's going to be 3. He shouldn't still be acting like a puppy. This dog is weird. And Petey was jumping all over the place. He was all excited to see Sal and Sal's son Aiden. And Sal's like, all right, take it easy, relax. I go, take it easy, relax. I said, he's going to be like this the whole time you're here. And Sal's like, nah, 15, 20 minutes here, relax. Sal was here for the whole game. This dog did not calm down. And Sal was laughing about it. He's like, yeah, I thought he was going to calm down. I was wrong. This dog's a nut bucket. My little Bijan doesn't stop barking. I think he has dog Tourette's. Oh, trust me, I know your dog doesn't stop barking. Me and Sally had PTSD after that dog left our house. Here's another thing I wanted to talk about. Something I've talked about before on this show. I talk about how I don't like celebrities who are out of touch with the world. So, and I'm bringing this up again because I just read an article with Felicity Huffman. Remember Felicity Huffman? She was on Desperate Housewives. She's married to William H. Macy. I was reading an article, and she's quoted in this article as saying, "I did it. It's black and white." The it she's referring to was her 2019 criminal conviction. Wow, 2019. It's been 5 years already. She pled guilty of conspiracy to commit mail fraud and honest services mail fraud after paying $15,000 for an improved SAT score to help her eldest daughter win a place at college. You remember what's her name? Got like she was the bigger news. Lori Loughlin from Full House. She paid money for her kids to get higher SAT scores to enter some college. Well, Felicity Huffman was a part of that too. And Felicity Huffman did, I think, 2 weeks in jail. Paid $15,000, and she had to do a lot of community service. Now, Felicity Huffman, she grew up. She didn't become rich from acting and being a celebrity. She grew up rich. Her father was some kind of rich banker or something. So she said in this interview that she did for this piece I read, she would have felt like a bad mother if she had not done it. If she didn't commit a crime and use her riches to pay off somebody to get her kid an enhanced SAT score, she would have felt like a bad mother. But, spending that kind of money for a crime like that's a good mother. That's, I'll just teach my kid how to be a criminal instead. Don't teach the kid to earn. Don't teach the kid to study hard for the SAT and earn his or her way into an Ivy League college. Just pay somebody. Just commit a crime. I would have felt like a bad mother if I had not done it. Is that it doesn't get much more out of touch than that, in my opinion. And I think she's a wonderful actress. I think she's a beautiful woman. But I was completely turned off. Full House is changing its name to Full House Room for Rent, or Full Jail it should be called. Vicky, maybe she meant doing everything in her power to help her kid. Maybe, but she's still not showing regret for what she did. I would have felt the quote should be, "I felt like a bad mother for committing a crime and teaching my kid, that's how you get out of things, or that's what you do with things." Sorry, the power flickered for. You guys still see me, right? The power flickered for a second. That exactly makes sense. Then Tanner would be ashamed of her. Well, all right. All right, Andy. What do you mean it makes sense? Andy and I will fight on Friday. Andy, we have Steve Beery coming in on Friday, supposedly. All right. So I don't know. To me, again, I don't see any remorse here, and to feel like a bad mother for not doing it. Again, I would love to hear how that makes sense to you, because all I'm reading out of that is, that's not doing everything you can for your kid. That's teaching your kid to cheat. Well, I'll wait a second for you guys to comment. I personally, I don't see it. So, so yesterday, we're gonna get to Tuesday trivia in a minute. All right, hang on. Here's Andy putting it. Dude, talk to mothers. They would have all done the same thing. It has nothing to do with remorse. You are not out of touch. You are out of touch with the societal pressure of motherhood. Not paying thousands upon thousands to cheat. That's not doing everything for your kid. That's not knowing what's really important in life. That's having too much money. That's taking advantage of your celebrity status. Doing everything for your kid, to get them, and societal pressure. Nobody in this town is getting their kid into a school like that. Nobody in your town's getting your kid into a school like that. What pressure? Pressure in her out of touch celebrity world, probably, but that's not what's important in life. Teaching your kid to be a good person, teaching them how to really earn what they get in life. That's what it's all about, regardless of what pressure you're feeling. Most celebrities are out of touch. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My vagina tells me that it's a bad idea. Felicity was just working out her sense of entitlement. You obviously don't know where I live. Absolutely, there would be mothers doing that. I am surprised there are not mothers being busted for doing it all the time. I know where you live. And I'm not saying, and yeah, I'm sure there are mothers that are doing things like that in every town. But I'm saying it's wrong no matter what. And I'm saying you shouldn't give in to whatever pressures. Those types of pressures aren't real, aren't valid. It is access to money that's the difference. Again, it's that money or not, it's still that kind of thing. But in this particular instance, trying to get your kid into that type of school, yeah, nobody in your town, nobody in my town can afford it. So yeah, sticking to this particular topic, yeah, your place in society is not what it's all about. You're to get your kid into a school like that without really earning it. You're just showing off how much money you have. It's I don't know. You're with all due respect, you're not justifying it to me. And to me, that doesn't say you do anything for your kid. That's this is more of a status thing. This isn't doing something for your kid. This is a status thing. If you're going to pay for your kid to get into that school, you just want to be able to say, "My kid goes to that school," and you probably continue to pay to have somebody get the good grades for your kid. Um, what she did took away from other students who worked hard for good SAT scores and not pay off someone for it. That's who I feel for. Exactly, Carol. I can't believe that mother buster. There is no way from that quote that you could possibly take that she is not being remorseful. That is not that is not a kind of comment that expresses remorse or not remorse. To say that she would feel like a bad mother for not doing it, she all right. To be fair, okay, I wasn't there. I don't know exactly what she said, but I'm based on this article. There was no quotes of remorse. She nowhere in the article is she quoted as saying that she did something stupid. Again, I'm just going by this one article I read, but it doesn't matter to say that I would feel like a bad mother if I didn't do it. That's I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Being a good mother is teaching your kid to work hard at school, at their job, in life, to be a good person. That's it. People in my town absolutely can't afford it. All right, that doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. Fine, I got your town wrong. Who cares? I'm not trying to justify the action. You are assuming something about her character based on a quote from an article. And I'm not going to get into, how the media sways things, but based on this article, that's what I'm saying. Based on this article, yeah, that is the whole point. The article is supposed to be informative, it's supposed to tell you about this particular person and what she said about it. If the writer of the article comes out and says, "Yes, I swayed it this way," or "Yes, I misquoted her. I didn't quote the whole thing. I took it out of context." Fine, then I'll say, "Hey, I took it out of context. Sorry." But I'm basing it out of this again, being very clear here. I'm basing it out of this one article. The one article does not paint her to be remorseful and quotes her as saying something stupid like, "I would have been a bad mother if I didn't do it." Should I go? Should I go puncture the tires of an assistant director on a movie so that my son can go be the assistant director on that movie because that's what he wants to do for a living? It's the same thing, but that makes me a good father. I'll puncture the tires so that person can't get to work. My son shows up. Oh, he's an AD. He's an assistant director. Let's give him the job because this guy didn't show up. Same thing. Carol, she paid the price for that. She did pay the price. Yes, she did. Or did she? I mean, she paid the price. She served the punishment that was given to her. But like Carol said, so after it was found out what she did, then did somebody who really did have the money? I'm sorry, somebody who really did earn to get in there? Did somebody get that spot? I don't even know. Oh, that's totally realistic, Tony. The writer's going to say that they had an agenda. Good call. My bad. You're totally right. You wouldn't try to help your kid. You wouldn't try to help. I would totally try to help my kid, but not illegally. Absolutely not. I would absolutely not commit a crime to help my kid. I would I would defend my kid. if you're if you're going to physically attack my kid, yeah, maybe I would do something. Maybe I would commit a crime to protect him. But no, would I commit a crime so that my son can get into a school? Absolutely not. Would I think I'm a bad father for it? Absolutely not. Honestly, Andy, I don't think you would either. Even if you had that kind of money, you wouldn't pay that. I don't, you're better than that. And again, I'm not going to get into whether the writer had an agenda or not. I don't know. And you don't know either. And I'm not going to make a blanket statement about every single writer, about every single um, news outlet. I know they have that reputation, but I'm not getting into that. Carol, if she was in general population for 2 weeks, then I agree. She paid the price, but highly unlikely. I'd rather see her go around and talk about how wrong she was to take away from the hardworking students. Right, that's the bottom line. She took away from the hardworking students, and whether the hardworking students got any justice out of this, I don't know. Who's bringing up physical attacks? Nobody. I'm explaining what the only time I would do something illegal to protect my kid. That's my point. If someone's going after my kid physically, that's the only time I'm not going to do anything illegal to get my son a job. I'm not going to do anything illegal to get my kid into a school. I'm not going to do anything illegal to better my son's life in any way. And again, I don't think you would either. I don't have and if I wanted to, I don't have the means for it anyway. But my son's first job, the very first job he had, he worked at a 7-Eleven. I drove him over there. He was, I think, 15, 16, whatever. I drove him over there and I said, all right, go in and ask for, an application, ask what you have to do to get, for a job, if they're even looking. Now, I knew the owner. I knew him well at the time, but I didn't park in the parking lot because I didn't want the guy to see me. My son had to earn it himself. I see, and that's my point. Even something as stupid as that, I was not going to take advantage. Say, hey, buddy, this is my son. Give him a job. Help me out. Help him out. No, go earn it yourself. Learn how to take care of yourself. Learn how to advocate for yourself. Learn how to earn for yourself. Of course, I want my kid to have a better life than I've had. Of course, I want to help him along. And if by some miracle I do have money when I die, of course I'm going to, give it to him. Of course, I'd like to think within the next 10 years, he's going to, start settling down and look for a house. If I have any money to give him towards a house, of course I'm going to give him money towards a house. That's a gift. But I'm not going to the bank and paying off the banker and say, help my son get the loan. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing anything illegal. So I took him to 7-Eleven. He got the job himself. 2 weeks later, I'm in the 7-Eleven, and my buddy who owns the place says to me, he goes, somebody told me that's your son, this kid that started working there. I said, yeah, that's my son. And I'm smiling. And he, he starts to laugh. He goes, what was that? Why did you tell me? I said, because I wanted him to earn it himself. I didn't want you hiring him because you know me. And plus, it's a 7-Eleven job. It's not going to change the world here. And it's not a career move. It's just, some extra bucks. But the point is still the same. I don't know. That's the point. You're getting very emotional about a quote in an article that you do not know that anybody's intentions. You're just disagreeing to disagree, prick bastard. But you're assuming that the article has intentions. And again, that's a whole other topic that, with I guess, talking about the internet. Are they trying to sway things a certain way? I don't know. Where is this article? Can we say for sure that there was not a quote where she said she felt? Yeah, I'm telling you, I read it. Oh, Andy's one of the. I have to read it myself. I remember back in the day when I got my first job, she was amazing. And you are welcome for the content. As a parent of a disabled child, we fight every day for them against a system that is supposed to be there to help them and families. Would I pay would I pay an SSI rep to make it so my son gets everything? No, Carol, I don't think you would. Vicky, the sad thing is that Lori Loughlin's daughter didn't even want to go to college. She was perfectly happy being a YouTube star. This show brought to you by Aunt Becky. So Carol, all right, so Carol's comment came through. Now there's the second part. I'm going to go back and read the first part. As a parent of a disabled child, we fight every day for them against a system that is supposed to be there for them and families. Would I pay an SSI rep to make it so my son gets everything he deserves? I would not. And my tax dollars are paying what should be in place to be there for him. Your moral compass has to be put in account at some point. Hear, hear. Where was this article? I don't trust anyone. Fuck. Now you're going to make me look for it again, you son of a bitch. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Was it? Oh, wait a minute. I think I actually found it. Yeah. Okay. This is The Guardian. You know what? I'm going to post the link in the comments just for you, Andy. You're welcome. And I'll be honest with you, because now I don't know if it's The Guardian. Like I don't know anything about The Guardian. I honestly don't. I don't know if they're known for swaying things a certain way. I have no idea. All right. Carol is still Andy's number one fan. Well, I'm still Carol's number one fan. All right. Andy, come in Friday, sty or no sty, and we'll fight. Steve Beery's coming in on Friday to promote whatever's going on at Mr. Beery's. Next Friday, Andy, we have some special guests. I'm not telling you yet who they're going to be. I believe Thursday, Mike Kaplan's coming back. We haven't seen him in a few weeks. Yeah. And then Monday. This Monday is President's Day. I'll have to work on some guests. That a lot of people off from work, so hopefully we get some people. We get a lot of people watching. Hopefully we get a lot of people. They're normally off from work that can come in and do the show. It looks like it's stopped snowing. Oh no! Wait a minute. No, it hasn't. It lightened up a little bit, but it hasn't stopped. Agree to disagree, but show respect is what we do here. Big hugs. Exactly. All right. Ready to play a little Tuesday trivia? Please comment in the thread your answers, because I have nobody sitting here with me. I thought Lisa was going to do the show with me today. She's home. She's snowed, her work canceled today because of snow. So I thought she was going to be and play Tuesday trivia. Damn it. All right. But comment in the threads. Comment in the comment thread. Some Tuesday trivia. I'm going to ask some questions. You're going to answer them in the comment thread. I do not give the answer yet. I read all 10 questions. Then we go back and read them again. I look at your answers and make fun of them. And then I tell you the correct answer. If anybody who plays today would like some passes to a governor's show, please let me know, because I can get you into most of the shows. and I'll get you in for playing Tuesday trivia. If you like to see Mary, well, I don't know if I can get you into Mary Lynn Rash Club on Thursday. I can try. Adam Ferrara is here this weekend. Sean Brown is playing this weekend. Ruthie Ferrara, Brian Chikaki, Sean Donnelly, just some of the names you'll see on the governor's stage this weekend. Did I say Sean Brown? I did. Okay. All right. Question number 1. Nice and easy. What kind of animal is the emblem of the U.S. Republican political party? What kind of animal is the emblem of the U.S. Republican political party? And I don't want to get yelled at for going too slow, so I'm going to sit back and wait. Okay, question number 2. Who played Sid Vicious, Lee Harvey Oswald, Count Dracula, and Beethoven in various movies? Name the actor who has played Sid Vicious, Lee Harvey Oswald, Count Dracula, and Beethoven. And I know we're talking about Dracula. I'm not talking about Andy Plajanos. Because then he's going to yell at me and we're going to fight. Once again, who played Sid Vicious, Lee Harvey Oswald, Count Dracula, and Beethoven? 1. Ha, ha, ha. Something like that. I don't see Andy answering the questions. Did he leave? We've been down this road before, right? Where he gets mad and then leaves and doesn't answer questions. Him and Sean Elliott are going to start their own show. Kenny Friedberg, good to see you, pal. What did you post? You're going to, where is it? Cleveland to see Billy Joel and Rod Stewart? Hope you're well, pal. Good to see you. All right, next question. This is kind of a weird question. 56% of Americans believe there is what in heaven? 56% of Americans believe there is what in heaven? And I'm looking for a particular thing. I'm not asking for your opinions, and I'm sure there could be a million different answers, but there's one thing in particular. Yeah, Kenny Friedberg is going to Cleveland to see Billy Joel and Rod Stewart. That's cool. 56% of Americans believe there is what in heaven? All right, next question. How far, fitting question with this weather today. How far can polar bears swim without rest? How far can polar bears swim without rest? Andy, I'm just reading your comment. Honestly, the article doesn't even really talk about it all that much. It goes on to other things that she's doing now. But yes, bring it on Friday. Bring it on. Steve Beery will have to separate us. So Andy didn't answer the first few questions because he's reading the article. He couldn't even wait till after the show. He's going crazy right now. Should I repeat the first few questions for Andy? I'll do them quick. Andy Plajanos, just for you. Question number 1. What kind of animal is the emblem of the U.S. Republican political party? Question number 2. Who played Sid Vicious, Lee Harvey Oswald, Count Dracula, and Beethoven in movies? Question number 3. 56% of Americans believe there is what in heaven? Question number 4. How far can polar bears swim without rest? Oh, he didn't even want me to do it. See, but he's answering them. Billy Joel is on The Late Show on CBS Thursday. Okay, cool. And then he's also doing Howard Stern. I don't know when, or he might have last night, but he's going to be on Howard Stern's show sometime this week, if I'm not mistaken. All right, question number 5. What can you not do at a Quaker wedding? What can you not do at a Quaker wedding? What are you not allowed to do? Oh, Billy's on Howard Stern show tomorrow. Very nice. Billy Joel making some kind of weird comeback, huh? He's all over the place all of a sudden. What can you not do at a Quaker wedding? All right. Next question. What day of the year does the most... Oh, sorry. On what day of the year does domestic violence peak in the USA? What day of the year does domestic violence peak in the USA? All right. Next question. What can both cure and cause disease? What can both cure and cause disease? I feel like Shatner for some reason when I read that question. What can both cure and cause disease? Where am I? Question number 8. Twitter came online in what date? Month and year. What month and year did Twitter start? I don't know if people just aren't reading that. Oh, there we go. Starting to get some dates. Okay, good. All right, next question. And I probably will not pronounce it right. What is the definition of the word superfetation? Superfetation. Superfetation. Super, Fetation. Superfetation. 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 I don't know. Superfetation. What is the definition of that word? All right. And, ladies and gentlemen, the last question. For both men and women, the heart rate averages how many beats per minute at the point of orgasm? For both men and women, the heart rate averages how many beats per minute at the point of orgasm? All right. Thank you, everybody, for playing along. I always get worried when I'm doing Tuesday trivia by myself that there won't be people playing. All right. What kind of animal is the emblem of the U.S. Republican political party? Everybody got that one right. Fremder says Dumbo. Everybody else said elephant. That would be correct. And let's see. Did Andy Pajanos get that one? Yes, he did. Who played Sid Vicious, Lee Harvey Oswald, Count Dracula, and Beethoven in movies? Where's Andy Pajanos' answer? Andy Pajanos technically got it wrong, but I'm going to give him credit anyway because he's thinking of the right person. The answer is Gary Oldman. Pajanos wrote Gary Oldham, but that's a different person. Gary Oldham. That's a different person. But he had the right person in mind, so he gets the credit. Fremder, that actor that played Sid Vicious, Count Dracula, Lee Harvey Oswald, and Beethoven. Vicky, I can't remember his name, but he won an Oscar for playing Winston Churchill. All right. I don't remember that. Okay, next question. 50% of Americans believe there is what in heaven? Vicky says angels. Kenny said angels. Oh, Kenny's also going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I went there about a year after it opened. I have not been there since. I would love to go check that place out again. Vicky says angels. Kenny said angels. From I'm not reading your answer. Did Andy Bajanos answer that one? Dogs? He believes there's dogs in heaven. Oh, that'd be cool. 50% of Americans believe that there is baseball in heaven. That's the answer I was looking for. I hope a lot more than 56 believe in angels up there. But yeah, 56% of Americans believe that there is baseball in heaven. How far can polar bears swim without rest? Kenny said 10 miles. Carol said a long freaking time. Vicky said a mile. Andy Pagano said 80 miles. Fremder depends on how many Coca-Colas they drink. That was pretty good. Nobody got that one correct. Well, Andy Pajanos was close. 100 miles. Polar bears can swim 100 miles without taking a rest. What are you not allowed to do at a Quaker wedding? Everybody was saying dance. Andy Pajanos. What? Oh, unveiling someone? Is that what that's supposed to be? Living someone. Yeah. Eat ass, says Fremder. Kenny says turn the lights on. Nobody got that one right either. The answer is take pictures. You are not allowed to take pictures at a Quaker wedding. Who knew? Unaliving. What does that mean? Unaliving someone? Like killing them? What? Andy's really going to kick my ass on Friday. On what day of the year does domestic violence peak in the USA? Andy Pajanos, Super Bowl Sunday. Carol said that as well. Kenny Freeberg says New Year's Day. Vicky says Super Bowl Sunday. Fremder. Yes, it is Super Bowl Sunday. Domestic violence peaks. What can both cure and cause diseases? Plajano said anal. Vicky says your immune system. Kenny says barometric pressure. Fremder says sex. All those are good answers. Not the answer I was looking for. What I was looking for was mushrooms. Mushrooms. Should I said what food or what? Name something that grows? I don't know. I guess I should have worded that one differently. Speaking of baseball, when are you coming to Texas to see the Mets play the World Series champs Rangers? I know. I would love to do that. Can't use the K word on YouTube. Oh, so you're talking about banging? Banging someone? For unlawful carnal knowledge? Yeah, Carol, I'd love to get. Maybe I'll try to. Maybe I'll try to put something together. Somebody was just telling me last night. I was at a board meeting with the PAL, and we got to talking. Somebody was just saying that flights, like apparently airline flights, have just like tripled in the past couple of weeks, which has kind of scared me because I haven't booked my flight for England yet for April. Yeah, somebody was telling me a friend of mine was going to fly down to Texas for a wedding. And it was like, she said it was like $800 each way, which the last time I looked at prices to fly to England, that's what it was. Which just around Christmas time I looked, it was $800. So I don't know if they increased that bad, man. I might not go, which would suck, which would really suck. This is too much for a joke. Oh, kill. I know I said that before. It would be in the Mets are playing down there in mid-June. How hot does it get down there in mid-June? Where were we? Twitter came online when? Kenny said June 2021, 2001. Plagano said January 2004. Vicky says October 2015. Friender, I like to tweet on people's Facebooks. July 2006 is when Twitter started. July 2006. Superfetation. Give us a definition of the word superfetation. Super, F-E-T-A-T-I-O-N. No idea, says Carol. Fremder is when you have hobbit feet. Vicky, no idea either. And Pajanos, the love of washing feet. Learned from watching the Super Bowl. Superfetation is a rare event that involves getting pregnant a second time while you're already pregnant. So being pregnant twice at the same time, not with twins. So you're pregnant and then you get pregnant again later on. It's so uncommon that cases of superfetation often make headlines. Your body does a good job preventing subsequent pregnancies once an embryo is developing inside your uterus. So superfetation is so rare in humans that there are only about 10 confirmed cases ever. I saw on social media the other day, I saw on Facebook the other day, I forget what it was. I was on some page, like a community page of some sort, and somebody posted something about it. And they said they had a relative where that happened to their relative. And I was like, what? So I looked it up and found that meaning, found that definition. All right. For both men and women, the last question, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. We went almost the whole 90 minutes anyway. For both men and women, the heart rate averages how many beats per minute at the point of orgasm? Plagianos, 169. Kenny, 69. Vicky, 125. Carol, 100. Friend, I'll let you know in a second. Vicky, nobody wants to see Tony play by himself. Oh, talking about, yes. I'm with you. Yeah, me neither. I don't want to see it either. On a flight to England departing at 3:05. Oh, my goodness. I see the vacuum. Do you do windows? That vacuum's been sitting there for a couple months. It doesn't work. And I've been meaning to, try to mess with it. And I don't have time. I got to talk to you people every day. But yeah, it's been sitting there. It's been sitting there for months. But again, not because I don't clean my house. It's just that particular vacuum doesn't work. It's an enclosed stadium, Sully. We do have air conditioning in Texas. All right. Calm down. Everybody's getting very feisty today. So pretty much superfestation is when the baby has two heads. For both men and women, the heart rate averages 140 beats per minute at the point of orgasm. So Vicky was close. Andy was close, but he went over. 140 beats per minute. Nice job, everybody, with your Tuesday trivia. Well done. Well done indeed. All right. I'm going to call it a day here. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if we're going to do Hershey and the Keys tonight. They're scheduled to be on at 9. They have Frank the Tank as their guest. Hopefully we can make it happen. If I had to make a decision right now, I would say no. But we'll see. Once again, this weekend, Marilyn Rashkub. Actually, that's Thursday. She's playing the club. Adam Ferrara this weekend. Sean Brown, Ruthie Ferrara, Brian Chikaki, Sean Donnelly. Just some of the comedians you'll see on the governor's stage. Yeah, so maybe Hirsch and the Keys tonight at 9. No Knock 'em Dead comedy tomorrow. We do not do the show on Wednesdays. We will be back Thursday. I do believe Michael Kaplan will be back, and we'll be hanging out with him. And then Friday, we welcome back Andy Plajanos, and I believe Steve Berry is coming in as well. All right. We are out of here. Thanks for hanging out with me today here on YouTube from the basement. Maybe I'll go fix a vacuum or put some water away. All right. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe if you're involved in the snow. Be safe, whether you're driving in it or shoveling in it or whatever you're doing. If you're not in this area and you're enjoying 75-degree weather in Florida, well, you enjoy that. All right. I don't even know how to shut this off. Oh, there it is. All right. We'll see you guys later. The vacuum. Oh, hang on. The vacuum doesn't work. I'm honest. It doesn't work. If Lisa was sitting here like she promised, she would tell you it doesn't work. The vacuum knows the real answer to the heart rate of turning orgasm. Coming within the next few weeks is Andrew Fremder. He'll be joining us on the show next 2 or 3 weeks, I believe, as he's releasing a book that he did the illustrations for. All right. We're out of here. Bye, guys. Thank you.